So we're going to keep on talking about how love is easy for the 5D person, the person who's inclined to be emotionally accountable because they use their left and right mode of the brain, or they understand that their left is the chit-chatter, talking part of the brain, the mind, also the masculine, and that the right mode of our brain is the nonverbal, so we pick up on each other through the right mode stuff, but also divine feminine is how I like to, because our body, all the sensations, emotions that come up, apparently they come up from over here, or your attachment system is over here. And the first year of your infant life, like my infant life, only the right mode of our brain is online. I believe it's by the second year of life or third, there's different information that I've learned from my attachment and trauma-informed courses, the left mode of our brain comes online. So the left mode, again, chit-chatter, and it needs to break things down. Most people navigate with the left mode alone, and I have realized they don't realize that they don't have any of what comes up from the right mode in their peripheral view because they choose not to listen to their tone or to get their mannerisms onto par because they watch movies like Hangover and Mean Girls and they think that that's actual adult behavior versus no, that's emotional immaturity. I call it teenager lifestyle. I got a teenager in me. I got a 3-year-old in me and a 1-year-old. But I got an adult. My inner adult is the present right now, which is why I'm empowered with every one of those emotions that comes up. I know healthy self-regulation means I can be uncomfortable while I'm around you and know how to regulate my nervous system in its soothe system. Gooey, ooey, ooey. And in fact, I don't have a trust break with humanity. I believe in you like I believe in myself, and I believe in humanity and always have, which is why Jesus is my only and one superhero. Now, I have plenty of superheroes, but Jesus is the person that I learned about turn the other cheek. And today we have Sadhguru who explains it very straightforwardly where it was meant, and he's one interpreter, of course. We all know this. Adults know that people who speak out of their mouths are just people. The inner child of a person who doesn't have an adult, they begin to get to their teenager adaptive child who gets all very riled up. I remember I'm a teenager and I'm still trying to learn how to be a better adult spokesperson. And I get very passionate when I'm talking about the infinite higher human potential of humanity, since I see so many humans with trust breaks with their own species. They want to save animals versus us. And I'm like, I love animals, but no, I'm going to save us, not so sorry, there isn't, even though we're an ecosystem. So the reality is I want to save the ecosystem. So I'm smart like that. I don't have, implicit bias. Let me only save the humans because I'm a human. That's silly, Maria. Any smart person will know I need trees and animals, the ecosystem. Smart, yes. Only smart people tune in to IHP. The ones who are led by their pain points, they're being pulled by those emotionally immature manipulators who are just as emotionally immature as them, but they have a platform and they got the guts to go up and speak. And then they became powerful. Apparently, they think that they have a great responsibility to save the entire human species. No, they're a group. You see them. They're all with, here's our gifts and talents. We're all superheroes. Here's our name. And then we go against the supervillain and we're rescuing someone. So with IHP, we're not, we're embracing the globe. Oh no, infinite galaxy too. So the globe and infinite cosmos and beyond. And we move beyond the whole belief system because we don't need to believe in a story to know that we are pieces of energy, dust. What is it? There's a quote, it says, we're all dust and stars. It's a great thing to understand, humanly speaking, and not to feel like shit inside. Because dealing with the meaning of life for humans, apparently nobody, again, understands how they navigate. Oh yes, I was a teenager. I'm like, we all have actually fear. No, only you do. We all have an ego. No, only you do. Really? I'm pretty sure you got one right now going on because we're having a debate. Okay, so when you're empowered and you know how to show up fully and completely always as your 3-year-old self, there you go. I'm a better teenage version. I'm an adult me. So here's why with a twin flame that the people who are teenagers basically created a drama. No surprise there. That's because they live hypervigilance, pseudo-aliveness, and when they're in the 4D bandwidth, because we have plenty of esotericism, metaphysics, all those textbooks, the ancient texts, they live through those people. I've seen some people, they talk about why the volcanoes are erupting, the demons are coming out to get us. Yoga, Oh no, demon coming out of you. Oh, there's the devil for the polyamory community. We're all sinners. We're going to hell, people. But they don't understand people that talk like that. They don't want to understand. That's the whole point. They're using their left. Their right isn't anywhere to be found. They're just leading with their implicit bias. It's not being carried. No, it's here. And they will have had something go down. It doesn't matter. It's called cultural bias, religious bias, societal bias, family bias, you name it. I got a personality too. It's called my own Maria's biases. I just know how to put them here and not be an asshole about it and go yelling out to the whole world, how dare you not give me what I want? No, if I'm going to want something, I'm going to see, why do I want it? Is it good for everyone? Do I need? Okay, so let's see. Oh, yeah. So people who are grown-ups, they know, yes, this law right here would be beneficial for this type of thing, for these types of reasons. It's called food, water, air, for existential reasons. I would say yes. When it comes to children and people and health, physical health, we all want people to be able to have food and mental health care, Some countries think that yelling about it makes a difference. And that's why we have right now what is extremism and those authoritarians who are manipulating emotionally people. It's not that. It's not just the word authoritarians, by the way. It's if you're not a conscious being, which you're not going to be unless you know how to navigate your multidimensional aspect. First of all, it's all that comes up from your body. 80% of your memory is physical, and if you have a dysregulated or modulated embodied self, well, and you have not securely attached, you don't know how to take care of yourself all by yourself. No. People with insecure attachment need guidance in connecting more with their authentic needs, preferences, and desires instead of defaulting into their more reflexive, insecure defense mechanisms. So just as we need techniques to support us in quieting down and transforming, so for those who have an inner critic, we also need strategies to enhance our inner nurture. Now, we don't need to be making any little special groups where we treat people differently. The whole thing of we're all special is something that a 5D mystic, enlightenment, functional adult, so a common sense human being will know. We all have differences. No need to get all, worried about stuff in a way that gets yelling going on. So here is what you want to understand from attachment theory. There's what's called separation distress. It can arise when an attachment bond is threatened or a secure connection is lost. There are other kinds of emotional bonds based on shared activities or respect, and when they're broken, a person may be distressed. But that distress does not have the same intensity or significance as when an attachment bond is called into question. Emotional and physical isolation from attachment figures is inherently traumatizing for human beings, beginning with it as a heightened sense, not simply of vulnerability and danger, but also helplessness. And there's a reference 62. So I don't want to make it too much more of the educated stuff, but when you know what it means to be a human, you'll also know what it means that emotions drive you, and you'll try to figure out how to regulate your nervous system. That's why 5D, emotional accountability, as I said, number one, which is why our relationships, there's no drama. There's people who look to have direct communication. You're whole and I'm whole. No matter what you're in, I'll know how to talk to you like a grown-up because I'm a grown-up. If you're a child, I'll talk to you like a child. If you're grown up, I'm going to talk to you like a grown up. And if you're nasty, I'm not going to be like, how nasty. They insulted me because I'm self-empowered. I have healthy self-worth. Your words mean nothing to me. That's what it means to be an adult. You're not on a pedestal. Don't matter how many degrees you may have, where you come from, who you are, what voice you may be speaking. If I don't like it, my 3-year-old's going to say, I'm an adult now. Thank goodness I don't have to listen to any of you people because really, you're missing out on a lot of shit. Okay, and we're going to close out with research shows that the certainty of anger is linked with processing information more superficially. We think less carefully when making our judgments and rely more on stereotypes. Those are teenagers for you. That's why I never, ever, ever listen to teenagers, only to educated inner adults. And that means they know how to do this. Here's my cultural stuff, religious stuff. Here, let's talk about it because I want to get to know you better. And I love that we have differences. Polyamory, monoamory, whatever the pronouns. Let's make the world a better place because we believe in each other. So humanity infinite higher human consciousness potential experiences together. Tune on in. Have a great one.